Stage 18 is the last big mountains day of this Vuelta. Jumbo-Visma will no doubt be celebrating overall victory in Madrid on Sunday, but which of their riders will be topping the podium? That's the big question. Super Domestique turned race leader Sepp Kuss has an advantage of just 8 seconds over Jonas Vingegaard, and Primož Roglic isn't far behind.
Yeah, to be honest, I actually hope that he will keep the jersey. I would love to see Sepp winning this Vuelta a España.
The team has given me their support, and they really want to support me. But yeah, I also have to deliver and stay focused in these stages and do my best. So yeah, we still have so much to race.
Since cracking on the road to the Tourmalet, Remco Evenepoel has been targeting stage wins and the polka dot jersey, which he could mathematically secure today.
I think it would be nice if I can just grab some more points on the road today. Try to secure the jersey today. We'll have to see also how the legs feel after yesterday, because it was quite an effort yesterday. But of course, if the situation is there, we'll try to go for the jersey first of all, and then we hope for the stage win. And it doesn't have to be with me, but can also be a teammate for today.
Romain Bardet was second behind Evenepoel on stage 14, having already come third on stage 6, and the Frenchman would love to finish this Vuelta on a high note.
J'espère être devant aujourd'hui et franchir cette dernière marche qui me sépare de la victoire.
Devant aujourd'hui, ça veut dire refaire un raid avec Remco?
Ouais, pourquoi pas, ouais. Je pense que l'échappée va aller au bout aujourd'hui.
There are over 4,000 metres of climbing on stage 18, which features the race's final summit finish, the unprecedented Cruz de Linares. As Bardet says, it looks well suited to a strong breakaway before a potential skirmish between the teammates Kuss, Vingegaard and Roglic for overall glory. Well, after around 15 kilometres of hard racing, a group of 14 riders managed to fight their way out of the peloton. No surprises to see Evenepoel up there, looking to wrap up the mountains classification and perhaps take another stage win. He was joined by Andreas Kron in his 5th breakaway of this Vuelta, and other talented climbers, including Damiano Caruso, Egan Bernal, Max Poole and Andrea Piccolo, who wore the red jersey on stage 3. The peloton quickly decided to leave them to it, and the gap soared out to over 6 minutes before the first of the day's 5 climbs. The front group collaborating nicely at an average speed of nearly 43 kilometres an hour.
Over the top of the Alta de las Estafas is Remco Evenepoel, who goes to the top. He strives forward. It's 5 points into his pocket.
Evenepoel inching closer to victory in the mountains classification as the breakaway continued to increase their advantage. By the time they reached the second climb, the gap was up to 10 minutes. Next up was the Puerto de San Lorenzo, a tough hike of 9.9 kilometres at an average of 8.6%, with pinches at over 15%. A couple of riders in the breakaway weren't looking too comfortable, including Bernal. The former Tour de France and Giro d'Italia winner has had a difficult comeback since his terrible accident in early 2022, but to his credit, the Colombian was hanging in there. Ten more points for Remco at the summit, giving him an unassailable lead over Vingegaard in the standings. As long as he completes the race, he'll go home with that polka dot jersey. The front group still holding firm. At this point, only the French sprinter Hugo Hofstetter had been dropped, with others catching up on the descent. The gap still over 10 minutes heading into the final 60k. Well, the group finally began to split on the short but steep Alto de Tenebredo. Evenepoel leading the way, followed by Caruso, Poole, Kron, Orsulan and Bernal just about. The stage winner was bound to come from this sextet. Or make that an octet, as Piccolo and Julien Bernard caught up before the first of 2 climbs up the Cruz de Linares.
At the base of the Puerto de la Cruz de Linares. And now we see a big injection of pace from Andreas Kron.
Well, Kron was the first man to up the tempo, but the Danes' move backfired as Evenepoel countered. The Belgian looking strong as he surged clear with Caruso and Poole. Krohn soon going backwards. The GC teams were also getting their game faces on, with Bahrain Victorious taking over from Jumbo-Visma at the front. They were looking to push Mikel Landa up to 4th overall.
Now we start to see Remco Evenepoel stretch forward on this climb.
Evenepoel dropping Caruso, and Poole wouldn't last much longer.
And now this is a big move, and a big move from Remco Evenepoel.
The Belgian engaging the afterburners and absolutely flying up this climb. By the summit, he already led Poole by a minute and a half. Evenepoel able to enjoy a victory lap as he closed on his 3rd stage success of this race. The focus was now on the group of favourites, where Landa was testing Juan Ayuso, but he was unable to shake off his fellow Spaniard. Meanwhile, Jumbo-Visma appeared to have settled their leadership debate, with Vingegaard and Roglic protecting the red jersey of Sepp Kuss in the final.
Evenepoel, who all but has sealed the deal in the King of the Mountains competition, is about to take a 3rd Grand Tour stage victory in 3 weeks. He won in week 1 here in La Vuelta up to Arinsal. He won on Saturday in week 2, and now Remco Evenepoel, as he points to his head, the smart man, Mr. Remco Evenepoel, is going to win here up to the Puerto de la Cruz de la Neres. An unprecedented climb, his 50th professional victory.
Evenepoel bringing up that 50th career win at the age of just 23, and remarkably 32 of them have been solo efforts. Despite his GC woes, the defending champion will finish the race with at least 3 stage wins and the polka dot jersey.
It has been an amazing Vuelta, even though the GC plan didn't work out, but I think we can be very proud, and yeah, it's amazing to finish the stage with such a good feeling, and to have such a good legs in the end of the Vuelta. It means that that I keep improving, and I just had a bit of a bad week in the 2nd week, so yeah, I think we should just be happy and proud.
Evenepoel's margin of victory was 4 minutes 44 over Caruso. Ayuso led in the GC favourites at 9 minutes 29, with Kuss even gaining a few seconds on Vingegaard after the Dane eased off in the final metres. The American takes a lead of 17 seconds into the last 3 stages, 2 of which are flat as a pancake. Ayuso still has 19 seconds on Landa, who is himself 11 seconds ahead of Mas. Evenepoel set to become just the 2nd Belgian to win the Vuelta's Mountains classification after Thomas de Gent in 2018. His lead a massive 78 points. And Ayuso will finish up as the race's best young rider. He has a handsome margin of 3 minutes and 37 seconds over Kian Uterbroeks. After a series of intense days in the mountains, it's back to the plains tomorrow with a sprint stage to Iscar. Caden Groves is no doubt the favourite, but anything is possible in the 3rd week of a Grand Tour.